Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to go over TryHackMe's tutorial room for those of you who want to get started with learning how to actually learn penetration testing through the tool TryHackMe. So right now I have TryHackMe's welcome page open for those of you who are new to it, and we're just going to do a quick little walkthrough on how to get started and what you'll expect through each of these rooms. So first to begin, what are rooms, right? So think of a room like a virtual classroom that teaches you a security topic. So on TryHackMe, they have a range of different rooms. So they go from challenges, educational rooms. They might be created by TryHackMe. They might be created by contributors and everything in between. So as it states, you'll use a mixture of guides and challenges to upskill in different areas of cybersecurity. So you can learn Linux, Windows penetration enumeration. You can learn how to use Hashcat, Hydra, Perp Suite. Whatever is on here, you can learn. So rooms include questions that award you points. Use the leaderboards to see what you rank against other fellow hackers. So kind of like on Hack the Box, TryHackMe also does a point-based system. So the more points you get, the higher you rank up. It goes all the way up to, I believe, like something to do with, I can't remember, to be completely honest with you now. But you know, they have hacker ranks, OX1, OX2, and so on and so forth. So now that we've read this first part, all we have to do is click on join this room. And it'll take a couple seconds to load. All right, and now we're part of that room, right? So now everything we do will be recorded and we can actually put in answers and questions, or answers to questions that they ask us. So on this part, it says deploy your first machine. Some tasks will have you learning by doing, often through hacking a virtual machine. Accessing machines through your browser. Control a free machine in your browser to access other machines you deploy and get hacking quicker. So if you guys are running off of a subscription, you can also deploy your own machine through the web browser. So you don't have to have VirtualBox or VMware installed on your computer, run up a VirtualBox box, and then sign in through a VPN and go that way, right? Instead, you can just quickly open up your little browser tab. It'll launch a VM for you and you get to go. But the first thing you always have to do is actually deploy the machine, right? So this is what you're going to either be enumerating or attacking. And so let's close down these little boxes. So you can see the title of the machine, it's gonna be test machine. The IP address usually takes a couple minutes for it to start showing for you. And then it gives you a time limit for how long you can actually access that machine. So once you get below an hour, you can add another hour to that. As long as you want, until you're done with that machine. And then once you're done with the machine, you can terminate it or just leave and it'll terminate on its own. So number one, deploy the machine shown on this task and wait 1 minute for it to configure. In our case, it's going to take a couple minutes. Two, copy the IP of your machine that you deployed on this task, which will be come up right here. And after you hover on it, you'll have to see a little copy clipboard. Number three, go to My Machine page and click on the green Start Machine button. As a free user, you can only deploy the free attack box once a day for 1 hour. Subscribe to remove this limit. So if you're subscribing, launch as much as you want. If you're not, you have a maximum of 1 hour runtime per day. So let's go through this step by step. And we are going to see if we can see what this is. So got our IP here, we click that. We're going to start our attack box, which is this blue button up here. Take a couple seconds to open that up. And there we go, it's split our page in half. And so the right hand side is going to be our attack box. So this is what we're going to use to attack something or to enumerate it, okay? On the left hand side is going to be our guide. And then don't forget we deployed the server that we are going to attack. So we will take a little bit longer. Normally it's a lot faster than this. So go to the machine page and click on the green Start Machine. So you don't have to do that. If you just scroll all the way up, right where you see the banner for the name of the room, it'll always have that blue icon for you if you have it available. And it also tells you what your IP is going to be, and that'll be for this machine. So another thing, just so you guys know, if you guys have your own virtual machine up and running, you're not using their attack box, whatever your IP address for that open VPN connection is, it'll present you in the top of the window for you. All right, so I'm probably going to fast forward this section, so let's just get this done. All right, now our box is actually up and running. You can go ahead and click on Firefox, and that'll take a couple seconds to open up. And with the IP that we originally copied all the way from up here, you can go ahead and move it over here. Actually, it's not letting us paste, so that's fine. So we'll just type it in 10, 10, 15, 139, press enter. And it says you can access TryHackMe machines. And then it gives you a little flag you can copy. Come on over here. So just for step number 4, just to reiterate, it says to paste IP you copied earlier into the browser's base machine's Firefox. And then we put the flag down here. Oh, see, it doesn't want to do that, does it? So flag connection verified. And submit. And there we go, we got a correct answer. And so that's how you're going to be submitting all your questions. So you will either enumerate flags, right? So you'll either break into something, get a flag for it, user, root, etc. Or they'll ask you questions such as how many ports are open, what was the IP of the service, what was, or the port of that service, what was the version, so on and so forth. All right, so now you've managed to deploy and access a TryHackMe machine. Search for a security topic to learn on the activities page. Don't forget to check out our pathways for a more guided learning experience. Other interesting offers are that they release weekly security challenges and walkthroughs. You can upload your own VMs and make your own rooms. And then you can also talk to them on Discord, and their Discord is fairly active as well. And then we'll just mark that as completed, and that's the end of this one. So, oh, and I forgot to mark that part as completed too, which you definitely need to. And then every time you complete something, it'll give you this nice little banner, nice little fuzzies flying around, and that's it. And then you can terminate your attack box. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you do that. Don't want to waste your hour. And then you can move on to something else. So kind of as they said before, there are other activities that you can do. So if you see this dashboard up here, you have dashboard, learn, compete, develop, other. Dashboard is just about what you've recently done, how many questions you've answered, what your rank is, how far you are along your learning path, and then they usually have some get started rooms. Learn includes activities, pathways, and networks. Activities are just random activities. They could be part of pathways, but it lets you select them at random. And then pathways are complete. Go from complete beginner to intermediate to expert. Network lets you, I'm trying to remember the good way to put it, is they're just pretty much attacking Windows directory stuff. So I haven't really done any of these ever. As you can tell, they cost money on top of your subscription. So if you want to do that, you can. If you don't, not a big deal. You can learn a lot of this other ways. Competitions include leaderboards and King of the Hill. Leaderboards state who has the most points in order, as you can tell. So Bug Hunter, highest rank, then it goes to God. All right, King of the Hill, these are super fun. Once you've learned some, you can start doing these. Some of the machines are a little bit more difficult, some of them aren't. Right here it states all the machine pool, so every machine that you can encounter when you're doing a random public King of the Hill game. The one I personally don't like is the Windows one, because Windows enumeration is probably the biggest pain in the butt. Everything else is pretty easy and pretty fun. And so, and also, just to reiterate, so let's talk about this. So King of the Hill is a competitive hacking game where you play against 10 other hackers to compromise machine, and then patches vulnerabilities to stop other players from also getting access. The longer you maintain your access, the more points you get. That very end part, where it states patches vulnerabilities to stop other players from also getting access, you can go a little bit beyond that without actually being unethical about it, right? So, you can do chadder and add the immutable flag so they can't edit the King of the Hill text file. You can also patch your stuff. You can make sure that they can't come in through certain routes. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. You can learn that on your own. And yeah. And then develop includes uploading your own VMs, managing your own rooms, all your materials that you've uploaded, and then other is just documents, vouchers. So vouchers being kind of like a prepaid month that you can buy for other people, messages, and how you can develop rooms. And that's it. If you guys have any questions or concerns about this, or just want a little bit of help getting started, just hit me up in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to reply to you. And that's really it. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video.
Yeah.